Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's continue our Advanced Wars 1 campaign playthrough. Let's see, we are going to be moving on to Green Earth, moving on with Mission 18, Captain Drake. So there are 3 missions for this one. We're going to go ahead and start with the Andy mission. To me this is probably one of the easier ones just because of the way Drake and Andy work against each other. I will explain why as we play through it, or as we get started here. Mission 18, Captain Drake. Andy, can you hear me? Is that you, Nell? What is it? Andy, we have an emergency. Drake of Green Earth is storming Fort Copper. We've never had trouble with Drake before, so we anticipate these latest developments. Hey, there's a bunch of bad guys here. Focus, Andy. This location is vital importance to Orange Star. If Drake seizes too many properties, we'll lose control of the area. You have to beat him to it and secure as many cities as possible, including your own bases in HQ. You'll secure 12 properties to emerge victorious. Secure as many properties as possible? Okay, got it. These bases are yours to use however you see fit. Deploy whatever units you choose. I'm counting on you. I got this thing in the bag. Only which units do I use to capture properties again? Alright, so just give me 1 second before we start. Alright. Forgot to close my door. Alright, so, new commanding officer, Drake. A former pirate with a big heart. His naval units rule the seas, but he has trouble with air units. Rain seems to follow wherever he goes. Drake's naval units gain +1 movement range and 2 bonus terrain stars. That means that he gets pretty much 20% extra defense no matter where he is. His air units suffer 20% firepower. Rain does not affect his unit's movement, and he has a small chance to make it rain in random weather. The random weather only applies to when you're playing versus mode. Otherwise, you never see random weather here. Yeah. So pretty much, he's like the opposite of Eagle. He has good sea units, bad air units. Eagle has good air units, bad sea units. So they kind of, counter each other. But Drake's extra movement, if I look at his code chart, his extra movement on his sea units makes it very difficult to face him in the waters. As well as giving him the extra 20% defense. So his submarines move 6 movement instead of 5. His landers move exceptionally far. And then he just has 1 battleship here, which isn't going to be much of a problem. So, yeah, Drake's a pretty good commanding officer, but only when there's naval involved. Otherwise, he's kind of weak. So we're going ahead. We have 2 subs here. Drake has 1 sub and a battleship. We're going to make sure we focus on the battleship first. Then we'll take care of the sub after that. We want to make sure I get my 2 subs attack his sub on the same turn. His subs are a little bit stronger than mine, so I want to make sure I can kill it. Alright, we'll go build a couple infantry as well. We have this infantry in the middle. We need to get, a couple of my infantry in the middle to capture these properties and stop this infantry from capturing. Otherwise, we're just going to go down here, and we're going to preoccupy his army along the bridges over here. I think I'm actually going to have the tank go with the lander, with 1 infantry, to the middle. So we'll go ahead and end our turn here.
Now's the time.
I didn't know if Orange Star was behind these black-hearted acts. Anchors away. So as you can see, his sub dived, but we saw that I went to the bottom, which is good to know. Right now, what kind of code is Drake anyway? I heard that he's virtually unstoppable in naval combat. His armada is supposed to be a real powerhouse. There you go again, Sammy. You're an encyclopedia of intel. But I know there was something else about him that I can't recall right now. Something big. And that big is his co-power that she's referring to. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the sub is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it can move up to next to this reef. So for now, I'm going to actually move. As long as the sub cannot see my submarines, then it won't be able to fire. So you can actually move here. And maybe I'll move down here. Try to get the battleship on the next turn. And we need to make sure we stay out with this rocket. So we can move our medium tank right here. And we need to keep my rocket out of range of that battleship for now. So we'll move back one space. And we'll have one guy capture here, one guy come with me to the middle, and we're gonna go land on the middle island to start, maybe kill the infantry on the next turn. And we'll build a couple more infantry as well. Alright, let's see what he does. His tank attacks my medium tank, which is very interesting. So I still don't know where his sub is, which is bad. But I'm going to go ahead and attack his battleship, because I need to make sure this thing gets killed. There we go. And so because his sub is not in range, he actually cannot find my submarines, therefore he can't attack it, or attack them, which is really good for me. And we took care of the infantry in the middle, so now we can take my time and start capturing those properties. He has landers. He usually doesn't use them though. Why? I have no idea. The AI is just not very smart. And then these two medium tanks don't move unless you come into their attack range. They're just here to guard his main land, so you don't have to worry about those either. So I'm going to go ahead and bring one infantry to these two properties over here, and then I'm going to have this guy capture that city next turn. Use the APC, transport an infantry all the way down to this area. For now, again, we're going to try to stay out of range of the rocket here, just for another turn. Go ahead and put the artillery and then the rocket here. Follow up with the APC. He almost has his co-power. As you guys can see, Drake has one extra star or box here for his co-power because it is a little bit better in a way than most basic COs like Andy. So that's why he gets that extra. You see, I'm going to build a mech here to go with the infantry just in case Drake builds like a tank or something to try and stop me. And his CO power will come in probably next turn. There's his submarine. So he's moving his indirects up as well, which is not good for me. Oh, there is random weather here. Look at that. So, in random weather, I mean in rain, of course, it reduces your movement for your vehicles and treads a little bit. So normally the APC can move through the plains no problem, but because of the rain, I can only move 3 squares, and then I'm going to have to... I can't move any further, so... it's interesting, but it's not as bad as snow. We're going to go ahead and hit these tanks. We're going to move our medium tank back another square to get out of range of the rocket. His tank might attack my artillery, but that's okay. We'll move it back next turn if we need to. So he is sending one infantry up on this right bridge, but we don't have to worry about that one right now. We have 2 infantry units to take care of him. Alright, then we can go ahead and attack this sub as well, destroying that. Then we don't have to worry about any more C units, as he does not have a port here. Just the 2 landers, which we don't have to attack, because attacking units that aren't really a threat just gives him extra co-power, and we don't really want to do that, so. Alright, so here comes Drake's CO power. Or not. So this will happen sometimes. The AI is not that smart in this game, and sometimes they will actually not use their co-power when they should. Why do they do that? I have no idea. So in this case, we're going to move our artillery back, use the medium tank to attack the rocket, and the rocket to attack the artillery. It's a good thing he's not using his co-power, because this gives me time to get my own. And, oh, forgot, his co-power is Squall. It used to be called Tsunami, but in this game they changed it to Squall. Causes a storm that does 1 HP damage to all enemy units, as well as the 10% attack and defense, like all the other commanding officers. So, this is why I said Andy kind of counters Drake, in that 1, Drake's co-power takes 4 stars, whereas Andy takes 3. So generally, Andy will get his co-power almost at the same time as Drake, if not before. And then he deals 1 damage to all units, and then right after he uses it, Andy can use his co-power and repair 2 HP to all units. So pretty much any damage his co-power does will get negated by Andy's co-power. So to me, that's why Andy pretty much counters Drake. and it's kind of sad, honestly. Right here, we're going to actually do something funny. We're going to regroup our submarines, and what that's going to do is going to give us all our money for the submarine that we're regrouping, which would be this 8. So I have 9,000 funds right now, as you can see, but when I regroup my subs, I'm going to have 25,000. That means I got rid of 1 sub, and now I get the extra money back for the 8 sub, and so now I can build something like another medium tank, and I'm going to go ahead and build maybe a regular tank as well. So regrouping is good, especially if you have units that you don't need. Then you can get the extra money to use elsewhere. But sometimes you don't want to regroup either. Sometimes having weakened units is a good thing. You know, strengthen numbers. So don't always regroup if you don't have to. So far he's not using his co-power. It's a little confusing on why, but it's fine by me. Go ahead and drop this tank over here to block out the bridge. Move our tanks out over here. So since his units are retreating, we can actually start moving up a little bit more. My medium tank. Alright, and then we pretty much don't need any more units at this point, but I'm just gonna build another artillery, I guess. So it's raining again. I didn't know it rains on the Drake matches, I forgot, but it's no problem. So right now he's retreating his damaged units, which is a good thing for us, that way I don't have to deal with them. Again, why he's not using his co-power, I really don't know. It's just a AI bug. But that makes it easier for us to do this mission. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll hit the tank with my rocket. We'll use the medium tank and infantry here. Move the artillery up, move our infantry up. And if everything goes smoothly, we can use this infantry to capture this city, and then we'll use that infantry to capture this city on the next turn. Alright, and that should be, I'm not even going to build any more units. I don't think I have to. Because I haven't lost any units, so. My technique score should be 100 regardless. So still no co-power from Drake. Yeah, I really don't know why he's waiting, but like I said, it's a good thing for me. That way I don't have to worry about using my own co-power to counter his, which I don't even have yet. Again, we're just going to stay out of range of this medium tank, that way it doesn't try to strike us. Right, so we can go ahead and capture these 2 properties this turn, which is nice. Just keep moving our tanks down just in case we need them. I forget how many properties we need, but I know if we capture all these neutral ones, then we will win this game. I'll just leave my tank there and just end my turn. Now it's snowing. Oh, that's very interesting. That's a good thing all my units are already in position, so don't have to worry about the snow. And again, even though snow slows down or doubles movement costs, every unit on road doesn't have to worry about it except for air units, because it doesn't double it. On roads and cities, it doesn't double, so. Alright, so we needed 12 properties to win. We just captured all those, so we're done. A job well done. You've been me. So you're Drake, huh? That I am. I wanted to find some answers here, but all I've needed is more questions. I'll be seeing you again, lad. Hey, wait. Wow, gone already. He sure is fast on the water.
Love that fresh sea air. Is that what I'm smelling?
So, because of the lack of military force against me, I actually only got 96 power, but that's fine. Again, I meant it just for the S. If you really wanted to get 300, you could just keep building units or use your subs to destroy his landers too. But like I said, as long as I get an S, I'm happy. I'm not trying to make any world record here. Alright, so that's Andy's. We're going to go ahead and move on to the other one I have not done, which was Max. This is going to be a Fog of War mission, which I so love Fog of War. Not really, but This one's not too hard. Mission 18, Captain Drake. Woo. Blast it! First gold comet, now green earth. We're just trying to pass through here. Why does everyone keep attacking us? I didn't even know our country's had any bad blood. I'm as puzzled as you are, Max. Regardless, we're facing CO Drake now. This is going to be rough. Why? What do you know about him? I've heard. Okay, and then Sammy pretty much repeats what we learned on the previous mission. Alright, so Fog of War. Subs, very important because they have 5 vision. Cruisers, also equally important. They have 3 vision, but also counter Drake's subs. I really don't care about Max's battleships because, again, we have, I think it's 20% less firepower. Or just minus 10% firepower, but also minus 1 range. So they're not going to be too useful, but I might need them to help me kill the cruisers. And so yeah, I'm not even going to worry about capturing his HQ. We're just going to try to route all his units. I'm going to use the lander to transport my rocket, so I can transport over here. And maybe I can use the rocket to maybe hit some of his C units. So let's go ahead and move this sub down and see what we can find. Nothing over here. Same thing with this one outside. Nothing over here either, but there could be something in these reefs. We have the sub right in range. It could be a trap, but because it's a Drake sub, I'm just going to go for it. So no danger here. We're going to surround my cruiser with my submarines. That way, even if something tries to attack it, I can cover it. And we'll move my battleship up like this. There we go. Okay. Let's see what Drake does.
Now's the time.
And as you guys can see also, if you look at the map, I'm already controlling more than half the map. So Drake doesn't have much of an army on this mission. So it makes it really easy. So there's a cruiser. I'm not in range to attack with my battleship. I would have been had I been a normal CO, but Max's range decreases it by 1, so I cannot hit it. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and move this submarine over here to the reef and see if there's anything in there, and there is not. So these 2 cruisers are a problem, but I don't have to worry about them as long as he can't see my subs. So, I do believe there was a submarine over here or something. Okay, here's a submarine here. So we're going to head and move our cruiser over here. Destroy the submarine, so now my submarine is once again safe. His battleship cannot hit my cruiser, so we are actually safe. And because of Fog of War, he can't actually see my battleship, so I'm going to move it right here. And hopefully I can hit him next turn if he stays still. As for over here, we're just going to keep my cruiser safe. We'll bring it over to the middle back here. And we're just going to form a line with my submarines, and maybe he won't be able to attack me. So where's that battleship's range? Well, we'll keep our battleship here just to be safe. Maybe one to the right, so that way I'm out of range of his. And I think that's fine. Actually, we're going to do this too. We're going to do like this, so we can cover these 2 submarines. Okay, let's see what he does. So he has his co-power, and he does use it immediately, unlike the one on Andy's mission. So now we get to see Squall, which is going to hurt. It does 1 damage to all my units, but it's just 1, so it's not too bad. So he's moving his cruiser up. So now he can see my battleship because of the cruiser. That's unfortunate. But that's okay. It's fine. He did put his cruiser in range of my battleships too, so now we can kill one of them at least. Let's see. If we can get max force, that would actually be pretty good as well. Go ahead and hit this cruiser as well. No submarines in range that we can see. So, we're going to go ahead and attack this battleship here. And let's use our max force, because it really only helps my cruisers and subs anyways. And I still have 3 subs to use on this turn.
Max force.
So now with my max force, we can go ahead and start attack, or finish off his battleship over here. So So we have a sub actually down here. This is perfect because I can use my extra cruiser to destroy it. So good find there. Let's see. We could destroy the battleship, or we can also attack his cruiser. I think what we're going to do is destroy the cruiser while we have max force active, like so. And then we're actually going to put my lander over here. Maybe his battleship will attack the lander instead of my battleship. If not, it doesn't really matter. Time to cut and run. Mate's better than being washed away. So that cruiser fell into the trap of not being able to see my sub. So now we still have our battleship here to do a couple extra damage actually to that cruiser. So that means we can also destroy that cruiser with my submarine, just like the previous one. So he still has some units somewhere. Let's see where they are. We've got a battleship down here. Let's go ahead and move my battleship down. We'll move our subs on the next turn. I think that might be his last unit. And it's inactive because it can't see any of my units. So actually me doing this is fine because the battleship only has 2 vision. So it can't actually see me. I'll just move a couple submarines this way. I accidentally moved it twice, so I used double fuel, but that's fine. This should be his last unit, so. And we'll use the battleship to kill it. Alright, and that was it. So, really easy mission.
Well done.
Drake doesn't have a big army. You just gotta make sure your subs don't get hit by his cruisers, and you're fine. Job well done, you've beaten me. They pretty much say the same things as the last mission, so we'll go ahead and skip now that we've read it from Andy's.
I'm unstoppable on land or at sea.
So it's really easy to get an S mission on this one. Just like I said, don't lose your any of your subs to his cruisers, and you're good to go. Alrighty, and we move on to Sammy's version of Captain Drake, probably the hardest of the 3. Alright, so let's see. So pretty much it's going to have the very similar dialogue. The only difference is she'll talk about the objective of this mission, which you guys always see in the terms here. And you need to capture a majority of the properties. Did it actually tell me the number? No, it didn't say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think if we capture 15, so up to 15 properties, so 10 more, then we will win this mission. AKA, we need to capture all these ones up here, and one of these 3, or other properties that he might gain control of. It's not too hard. We do have a couple bases, a port. You know, we can build units on this map. So we're going to just go ahead and start by transporting my infantry and a couple of my vehicles over to this island over here. You want to capture the bases as soon as possible. I'm going to put infantry here, and I think we'll go ahead and put infantry on the bottom to start capturing that other city as well. And we're going to move our medium tank and rocket in as well. Drake has sea units, I think a couple on this side, as well as a few down here. So you just want to, you know, spread out your sea units and have him fall into the trap first, and then that way you can use yours to attack him from the fog. We'll just kind of stand by with those ones. Alright, let's see what he does. Now it's the time. I need to know if Orange Star was behind those attacks. We've read that twice already. Alrighty, so my turn rolls in. I'm going to go ahead and start capturing the base. The sooner I get this base, the sooner I can start deploying units. We're going to capture this bottom property first and start moving. Oh, we got our first victim. Here we go. We got artillery in the forest, but it has no vision, so it couldn't attack me, and I can just destroy it with my rocket and battleship. So that's nice. We're going to go back, pick up the extra units. We don't need them just sitting over there on that island. And then we're going to keep our cruiser hidden in the reef for now. We're going to move our subs down and see what else is out here. So we got another artillery. We got a mech that's starting to capture the cities. But that's okay. He's going to capture some properties, but as long as we keep him from capturing any on our side, then he won't be able to win. Because the objective is not to... I think it's just capturing the most, as Nell said, neutral properties. And since I don't actually know if there's a property limit. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and move our tank down again. We found another unit, so let's go ahead and destroy it with my... or attack it with my rocket. I think he moved his artillery, so I might get hit next turn, which is bad. But it's fine. We can make it work. We got a cruiser here and a sub. Unfortunately, I'm not in a position to stop them, so we're going to move back up to this reef and block with our cruiser as well. Let's move the mech over here. Let's see, what do I have again? Tank and APC. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move it like this, so my mech can capture the city next turn. And we're going to have move the APC and the tank to this top shore instead. Alright. So with my sea units in a line as they are near the bottom, he can't actually attack me because he has to find my submarines first and then he can attack. But right now he can't do that because he keeps running into the trap of when he finds my units. However, he does have a battleship now that will be able to attack my cruiser, which is not good. But I do have my battleship which can attack his cruiser, so let's go ahead and do that, and then we can actually destroy his cruiser. And then we attack with my own cruiser on his sub and destroy his submarine with my sub. So now he can't attack my cruiser because he can't see it. This battleship has nothing to hit, and next turn I should be able to destroy his battleship if he leaves it there. We have this cruiser over here as well that's going to start coming down this way. It's not that big of a threat, but we're going to just attack with my rocket anyways, because my medium tank can destroy the other units here, so it's fine. Let's go capture the other base. This mech's going to start capturing here. I'll move this infantry down. I want this infantry to try and capture one of these two properties if I can, as soon as possible. Ground units like tanks aren't good against sea units, as you guys can see. But with some luck you can do some damage. So we're going to go ahead and just move my tank down. I don't think there's any point to attacking that cruiser. It'll probably die next turn anyways. We're going to keep our landers safe from any enemy subs. So yeah, shores... oh, never mind. Shores act like roads, so they don't get any penalties from the rain. Over here, we're going to build another medium tank really quick, just so I can send it straight down and make sure no enemy units can kill my infantry. But after that, we're just going to spam infantry because we just need to capture cities. So there's an artillery or rocket nearby that just attacked my infantry. That mech is what found it. It didn't actually attack my infantry there, so let's see if we can find it. We're going to go ahead and capture first. It's always a good idea to capture properties first, no matter what you do, just because that's usually the go-to plan. Go ahead and attack this battleship. Can't quite kill it because Sammy has minus 10% attack on her sea units, but it's actually not that bad. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this cruiser can attack my sub if I leave it unattended, but I might want to use my battleship and rocket to attack other units this turn. Depends on what I find. So this infantry got hit, so I'm going to have to rely on different infantry to capture these properties. I'm going to use my infantry to scout here. So we got landers here, but that's not what I'm looking for. We're looking for an artillery or rocket. And so here's that artillery. So we can't actually hit it this turn, and it's going to probably hit my infantry, which is not good. But we can attack the mech, maybe reducing his vision. And so maybe my infantry will be safe. Oh no! I take it back. This infantry can actually see me. So, this artillery will probably destroy my infantry, but that's okay. We've got a mech here that will work its way down. And I guess we'll go ahead and destroy this cruiser for now. Since I don't really want my submarine getting hit. We'll move our cruiser down to see if there's anything else down here. I don't think there is. See if there's any FC units, but also hide in the reef. Yeah, we'll just keep making infantry at this point. So he should use his squall here. And he does.
Anchors away! Squall!
Ouch. Alrighty, so his infantry is trying to capture my city, but it's not much of a problem. We can easily take care of him. Let's see, we have this battleship we're just going to finish off really quick. We'll move our cruiser down, see if there's anything else in the fog. Doesn't look like he has many units left, if any. Got APC here, that's interesting. We're going to ignore it for now, because it actually doesn't pose a threat to me. We're going to start capturing these cities up here. I could use my double time. Let's go ahead and use it, I guess. Well, no, I think I could wait. I can probably wait to use it. Let's go ahead and attack here. Move this medium tank up. We're going to put this rocket on the city to regain its HP and be able to attack from range. See if there's anything. There's another artillery here, so we just need to stay out of that unit's range a little bit for a turn. So go ahead and refuel my battleship's ammo and fuel really quick. Move this mech down. We'll build a couple. Because this APC might have an infantry, I'm actually going to build another medium tank here. Let's see what he does now. So he has a battleship, or probably a battleship on the right hand side somewhere. His tank gave it vision, so he was able to find my tank. So we just need to make sure we stay in the forest, or maybe out of the range of these reefs, and then we'll be okay. So we do have our co-power, and I think this is a great time to use it.
Here I come.
Because we need to clear out these two artilleries and tank that are blocking the road here, or the force. Plus the extra 10% attack and defense for all my units makes it so all of Sammy's units are now back to regular strength, which is nice. We'll capture the port first. Go ahead and move out and destroy this APC if we can. So we have our cruiser still. Let's go ahead and move back and attack this submarine. And what we're going to do is we're going to regroup my subs so they don't run out of fuel, and that way it's full HP as well. So let's see, use the rocket to attack the tank, and then we can use my mech, I guess, to destroy the tank. And we're going to go ahead and we're also going to attack the artillery. I think we'll use the artillery on the, or mech on the bottom, and then the tank on top. See, this tank is kind of useless at this point, unfortunately, so we're going to go ahead and just have you run. Same thing with this infantry, let's just have you run back. And you can attack this infantry, I guess, doesn't matter. Okay, we'll build another infantry to capture this property next turn. And I don't know, I guess it doesn't really matter what I build, just more infantry. I did lose my other mech, which is okay. I still have one mech around. Just need to make sure I don't let it get damaged. You guys have to bring another infantry. So this is why Sammy's mission is a little bit more difficult. One, Fog of War makes it hard, and two, Drake just has a lot more of a larger army that can deal with your units. So makes it a little bit difficult. We're going to use this APC to transport this infantry down here to again get vision on this guy, because he's giving vision to all his units that are not in the forest. I'm going to head and move over here. So we just need to keep my mech safe. Hopefully he doesn't find me. Move our rocket 1 square over. Hopefully we can attack that artillery next turn. Go ahead and capture these properties. There we go. And I guess we're going to build another... Let's build a tank. Try to get that tank down here to help out.
Alright.
Well, he didn't use his squall this turn, which is interesting. That battleship is raining havoc on my units though, and I can't do anything about it because I can't see it. I did capture this port now though, so I'm going to start making submarines, and hopefully we can stop that battleship from firing on me. We gotta get our tanks over there though, because we're losing our tanks fast. Okay, we're going to move our battleship down as well, so we can start shelling out any units that come out of this base. Let's go ahead and hit this artillery. I really don't want my mech getting found. We're going to move it over here. You just gotta stay in the forest for now. Build another tank, I guess. So Drake's being very annoying right now, but... No, he found it! This is so annoying. Yeah, he has just so many units too. I mean, he has what, 4 infantry, 2 artilleries, 2 tanks. This is a little annoying, but just gotta keep fighting. So let's try to find that battleship. So it's probably down here in this reef, perhaps. We're gonna move our infantry up through the mountains to give me range. So we're gonna, since my mech got hurt, we're actually going to retreat him to help clear the way for my other units. Gotta clear these guys out as much as possible. Build another sub. Well, it's kind of a good thing he's not using his squall, because otherwise my units would really be dying, but either way, this is tough getting through here. Okay, so let's see, let's head straight down. This thing should be in this reef. Yes, there it is. So it's already attacked so many times, and it's really annoying. So we're gonna take care of this artillery, because these artilleries are really annoying. Because of the rain, I can't go through the forest. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually go here. We have 3 infantry now, nice and healthy. He only has 1 battleship that can strike though, so we can actually move through and hopefully try to start capturing on the next turn.
Prepare to be
So
washed
he's using
away.
his squall now, which kind of sucks because this guarantees my subs cannot kill his battleship, because now they are 90% health and they have 10% less attack. Not to mention he's going to get what? He has 10% defense from the reef, an extra 20% from his day-to-day power, and he gets an extra 10% defense from his co-power, so that's 50, right? 10, 20, 30, 40% defense. So that battleship's really strong. And we don't even have Arco power yet, which sucks. Let's see. Unfortunately, we gotta move our sub and cruiser away here. So this battleship, we're going to go ahead and strike. Let's see. Rocket can strike this tank. We'll use the battleship to attack the other one. We gotta destroy these artilleries. These artilleries are really annoying. So we'll start capturing the city here. And hopefully he doesn't stop me. Alright, and then, yeah. Once you get past the forest and you have a decent sized army like I do now, then the game is pretty much smooth sailing. It's just everything before it, because the forests make it very hard to get through. I could have used my landers and maybe gone around to his bottom left side of the island, but I actually didn't think about that. I could have just loaded up the units here and moved them all the way down here, but oh well. So I'm not sure if I needed the 15th property, but we're going to go ahead and use our power. Maybe we can get some more power score here, just in case I haven't reached it yet.
Double time.
Use the rocket to destroy the tank. Battleship can help kill infantry, I guess. Let's destroy as many units as possible here. Destroy this guy as well, and then the battleship. So definitely would have given us a nice power score there. And then we do need 15 properties to win. So there's that.
Well done.
And then same dialogue as before, so we don't need to read that again.
That storm should be against the rules.
I know, it's really cheap. So, we took a couple turns extra than what the par time would be, so it's not too bad. I actually thought that one was... I was taking a little bit longer than I should have. But 13 days isn't too bad, I guess. I still got 100 in power and technique, so that's nice. And that was mission 18, Captain Drake. So as you can see, I said Andy's was the easiest, but I guess Max is a lot easier. I mean, it's really simple. I only did it in 6 days. Then Andy would be the next easiest, and then Sammy is being the hardest. Just because of the fact that we both can build units too. So, yeah. I'm going to actually save and stop the video here. That took a little bit longer than I thought it would. So we're going to play mission 19 on the next video. These ones are also going to be a bit longer, so you know, as we go on, the game's going to get a little harder. So I think mission 19 will also probably be its own video. Mission 20, I think there's also 3 versions, which is also a big map. So we're going to have to probably play that one in its own video. 21 isn't too bad. I don't think these would take too long, so these might be able to do with chapter 20. 21. Where's 22? Wait, is this 22? Oh, and then we have chapter 22. So chapter 21 and or mission. I keep saying chapters because of Fire Emblem. Mission 21 and mission 22 will probably play in the same video, and then we'll play 23. Maybe 24, but mission 24 will be a bit longer, so we'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. So next time we'll play mission 19, all 3 versions as well. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye bye.